on here? I might just move to a new apartment. Recently some weird things have been happening, including some bad rats. It's a Portuguese saying, you won't get it. Sonic the Hedgehog, the Blue Blur, Sega Superstar. Sonic was created in the early 90s through a competition on Sega where they were asked some artists to draw a new mascot for Sega. They knew that Alex the Kid wouldn't even stand a chance against Mario and Nintendo, so in 1991, artist Naoto Oshima and programmer Yuji Naka created Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. A blue hedgehog that screamed 90s attitude and was inspired by Bill Clinton and boots from Michael Jackson and even Santa. This is where Sega thrived and became a juggernaut and managed to beat Nintendo at some point. Sonic's design changed when it came to North America, making him more appealing to American audiences. Sonic then became one of the most iconic video game characters of all time. Even after some flops, this franchise stays strong until now. It spun cartoons, merchandise, movies, console ports and so much more, but even a series as big as Sonic got a humble beginning. Sonic the Hedgehog 1, the classic platformer that's better than you think? But if it's better than you think, I can't start the game. Wrong port. I've seen this loading screen many times and I believe you too. Sonic 1 follows the story of an artificially colored mouse trying to recover some colored rocks from a man shaped like an egg. That's Sonic 1 alright. Sonic 1 is fondly remembered as one of the best Genesis games of all time, and I need to hit the start button. Good old Green Hill Zone, definitely in second place as one of the most iconic first levels next to 1-1 from Super Mario Bros. Sonic controls are alright for a Genesis platformer. You jump with A, you jump with B and you jump with C. But if you have the 6-button controller you jump with X, Y and Z. Sonic can only kill enemies and destroy item boxes when he turns into a ball. Green Hill Zone is a great beginning for this game and the boss is pretty easy too, but Marble Zone decided to exist and this ruined all the experience. Marble Zone is literally the definition of What is this? The whole point of Sonic is being fast with the fast gameplay, but this is just lame. This just becomes your average platformer, but bad. This zone is so unfair, what was Sega thinking? Anyways, we beat Robotnik once again, and then we move on to Spring Yard Zone. It's an okay zone, we have more fast-paced gameplay, but it still revolves around platforming. But I prefer this over Marble Zone. Now Labyrinth Zone, this is what separates the men from the boys. This zone is other pile of dog shit. It's an water level, one of the worst water levels of all time. This isn't even a labyrinth. The only part that is a labyrinth is Act 3, and it's so short. I hate this zone. Sonic is terrible in the water, and the boss isn't even a boss. You just need to climb to the top. After a horrid level as Labyrinth Zone, we get Starlight Zone, and in my opinion, the best zone in Sonic 1. We return to the fast-paced gameplay and there's these catapults that lets you jump really high. The boss of this zone uses these catapults for its advantage, and it's really fun and creative. You can damage Robotnik in two ways. Use the catapult to jump high enough to beat Robotnik, or jump on the catapult for the ball spikes to damage the machine. Starlight Zone has an amazing theme, and Green Hill Zone comes a close second as the best zone, but this one is more creative. Now let's move over to Scrap Brain Zone, the last zone and what the game was building up to. Boring platforming once again, but tolerable compared to Marble and Labyrinth Zone, but the two acts are fine. Now Act 3 is the absolute worst. This is Labyrinth Zone but worse. I hate this act. This might be the worst level in this game. After that, there's the final boss. It's pretty easy when you beat Eggman. You get a beautiful cut. Try again? What do I need to do? I know. Get at least 50 rings in 6 levels and jump on the big ring at the end. And then we get teleported to this madness. I hate these bonus levels, but they're charming and way better than Sonic 2's. Then we snag that Chaos Emerald and bam! 5 more to go! There are 6 Chaos levels instead of 7. The 7th one only appeared in Sonic 2, and that's why Sonic doesn't turn into Super Sonic. We get all the 6 emeralds and all we get is a different cutscene? Whoa. Sonic 1 is a pretty rough game. The devs still didn't know what the hell they were doing. But we have to take notice that this was a blast in the early 90s. Gameplay this fast wasn't a common thing until Sonic came. There is no reason to play this game, only if you want to see how all of this started. Sonic 2 is the game I recommend playing first. That one is more fast paced than this one. Sonic 1 is a bad game, it aged poorly and its absolute best is the absolute worst. Its absolute worst is it gave birth to Sonic 06 and damn it, 06 gave birth to Unleashed and gave birth to our god and savior Morbius. God, I need to watch Morbius now.